Homestead, how the heck are you? Uh, Today I had to make a video. Yesterday I got some news that just was good for the heart and soul, and there's an underlying story in it, and I thought I'd share it with you, and some of you may find a blessing in it too. There was a young lady that I've known since working down at the store quite a while back, a long time back, as a matter of fact, for her. She's been one of my regular customers, and when her parents passed away, she took over the farm, and she was raised there and never left the farm, so it was natural for her. But it was pretty tough work. And so, beautiful girl, just the sweetest thing you'd ever want to meet. Seriously. She'd come into the place and get talking to total strangers, and like they were long lost friends, and just a wonderful personality. Anyway, she'd one time asked me that her cattle was acting kind of strange, and she was wondering what was up with them. And she was trying to describe it, and, it wasn't making any sense. And so I told her, I said, "Well, your place is right off the road that I drive home on." I said, "So why don't I stop?" I was getting off early. I said, "Why don't I stop? I'll take a look at them with you, and we'll see if we can figure it out." And she was good with that. And so I stopped by. We ran a few cattle through the chute and took a look at them, and it was just a worm problem. It wasn't anything overly serious. They had a bad case of the worms, and apparently the wormer she used didn't work too well. But anyway, so afterwards, it was hot. I mean, it was summer. And so she invited me up on the front porch for a glass of ice water, and I took her up on it because I was thirsty. And leading up to the story, she was talking about that it was time for her to go out and buy herself some city clothes, as she called it, and get her hair done and get some makeup and get out there and find herself a husband, because this place was wearing her down, trying to do it alone. And she said, as she could afford it, she had a young fellow that came and helped her. He was a son of another farmer in the area. And, she said, but, mostly it's me. And so we had talked, and I gave her a little advice and went on about my business, and didn't really think much more of it ever again. Other than the fact she gave me a big hug for the advice, I guess she thought it was something special. And, so I think that hug overpaid me for the advice, to be honest with you. But sweet gal, just as sweet as they can get. You just couldn't meet a nicer person. You really couldn't. But anyway, she was in the store, and she was passing out to the people that she dealt with regularly engagement announcements. And she had her fiance with her. And man, you talk about a big old boy. Phew. Of course, she's a big girl. She's about 6'1". And I got to be honest with you, that girl had arms on her that if she hit a grown man, he'd know it. She'd be picking the tush up off the floor. Healthy, strong girl. And she'd even said in that conversation that a lot of guys are intimidated by her. And I said, well, yeah, because you could probably beat their butts, and they know it. That intimidates a lot of guys. But anyway, she'd been talking about getting all dialed up and going out finding her a husband. I don't remember word for word what I said, but apparently she had told me that she had wrote it down that night and kind of kept reminding herself of the advice. I thought that was pretty special. So let me read to you what this girl wrote as an attachment to her engagement announcement. She was saying that she, a while back, got a good piece of advice from a older gentleman. And she went on to say that with a grin, he told me that at the risk of sounding like some dirty old man, let me tell you a simple truth. I've never seen you all dolled up, but I have little doubt that dressed up you'd be a real looker. What I have always seen is a woman in dirty clothes, no makeup, hair in a ponytail, wearing a ball cap and boots. But you always have a twinkle in your eye, a smile on your face, and a warm, caring word to the people around you. That's an inner beauty that cannot be bought in a store. It comes from your heart. If you use outward beauty to attract a man, and that's his main focus, then as you grow older and your outward beauty wanes, his eye will begin to wander to another outwardly attractive woman. If you attract a man with your inner beauty, when you're sitting over there in that rocker at 80 years old, you'll look over and see a man looking at you with the same love in his eyes as the first time you kissed. Because he sees that inner beauty he fell in love with all those years ago. You want to be that old couple walking through the park, still holding hands. But I also that you put included in there, you just need to get off the farm a bit more and let somebody fall in love with that inner beauty. Yeah, she put that in her engagement announcement. And she told me about her fiance and how he's so shy that he never once, ever, even asked her out. He was afraid to. And he actually said, well, we were good friends. I didn't want to mess that up. I'd rather her be my friend. That's some kind of guy. But she said she kept turning around now and again when they'd be out working together. And she'd notice him staring at her. And she said, kind of looked like a little pup staring at the person after they're being petted. And she said, first of all, the guy's a little weird. She says, but the more times I caught him, she said, the more I saw it in his eyes. She says, he was my friend. And he cared. Those two went out on a few dates, fell in love, get married in June. That's something. She attributes a lot to my advice. I told her my advice had a little to do with it. You just happened to stumble across the right guy at the right time. I said, but I agree with you. I said, I think he loves you in the beauty. Someone just smiled. He's a big old drink of water, man. Let me tell you. Whew. About 6'2", 6'3". And that boy ain't nothing but muscle. I mean, just stout. You tangle with him, somebody gonna be picking up your pieces. Whew. Big old farm boy. And you could see it in his eyes. He was just crazy about that girl. Inner beauty. That's what you want people to be attracted to. Doesn't matter if you're in dirty clothes and a ball cap and boots. If that inner beauty shines through, you're going to attract the person that's right for you. Okay? Somebody's going to fall in love with that inner beauty. Don't worry about the rest of it. That'll come in due time. But, yeah, I'm so thrilled for those kids. I just am thrilled for those kids, especially her. You could never ask to meet a nicer girl in your entire life. Just the sweetest little thing you'd ever want to run across. And hardworking and determined. And I think she really found a mate because all he talked about was her love and compassion for animals and the land. He said it motivated him to do better. And I asked him at one point, so what's the driving goal in your life, son? He stood there for a minute, kind of smiled. He said, sir, I want to make her proud. She married me. Noble goal. So it's out there, folks. You know, and for you folks that are living, yeah. But one of the things that I told the girl that she didn't put in there, that I really pray that that's what they are. That's that old couple walking through the park, still holding hands in your 80s. Those are two people that love one another for their inner beauty. Mr. Rick, Jesse Homestead. Oh, before I run off, YouTube's messing with me. They have had me up to $9.99 and then back down to $9.98. So as soon as we cross that 1,000 threshold, we're gonna put together that giveaway for you, and somebody gonna get some goodies. Okay, but I think YouTube's fooling with me. But y'all have a blessed and wonderful day, and I hope you found as much motivation in that little story as I did. I was just touched. I just was so set back by that whole situation. And something I've been doing today, I've been out furniture shopping. I bought a new dining room out. Well, dining room set, table, full of chairs. Got it used at I had just stopped by this place. This is all they sold, used furniture, as well as they got a small restaurant, things of this nature. And now you talk about a deal. They're telling me that that actually belonged to another guy that, used to run the furniture store out of there, and they've been busy trying to just get rid of the stuff that he left behind. I said, really? Well, you got dining room sets? And they said, yeah. And I said, well, let me go look at them. A couple of them, they need to go to a burning pile. But there was I guess kind of a Queen Anne looking thing, dark cherry wood. Chairs were upholstered chairs. Somebody had taken very good care of. They were even the chair covers themselves had plastic covers on them and stuff, and the fabric underneath looked like brand new. And I asked them what, because I'm looking at the price tag that was hanging on the thing. It was like, $500 and some odd dollars, and I think $5.99. And so they came back and said, we'll take $100 for it. I told them, how about 80 if I buy it today? Guy behind the counter said, so. So yeah, I got myself a fairly decent dining room table and chairs for $80. Don't even have to refinish it. What do you think about that? So it's got a beautiful finish on it. I think it looks almost brand new. So yeah, seeking you find. I mean, now and again you just stumble right into it, and this was one of them because they weren't in the furniture business. They were trying to get out of it. Matter of fact, they wanted the space to expand their restaurant too. So I kind of helped them along, and told them, I'll drop back by. So I'll see a few other things that I can use, and said I got a whole house to put together. So I said, I'll be stopping by. Maybe I can take some of this stuff off your hands. And he said, appreciate it. So, but anyway, I definitely want to tell you that story because that was just that touched my heart so much. I was going to do it last night, but I got to tell you, I came in from work about 11 or a little after, and I had been down there for 12 hours, and I was just exhausted. I sat down here and tried to start replying to comments, and all I did was kept falling asleep at the computer. So, and today I've actually been trying to get things cleaned up around here and shop for furniture. Had to go to the grocery store, so I got something to eat in the house, and just things like that. So, and tomorrow, of course, I'm back to work. But thought you'd enjoy that story, and let me know what you think of it. You know, I love hearing from you folks. So anyway, this is Tennessee Homestead. I hope you're having a great week, and I hope where you're at it's not pouring down rain unless you need it. We'll talk to you later.